Nothing to it.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Nothing to It. I'm your host, the Tulip Guy, and today we're going to be fixing the bathroom ceiling fan. One of the first things you're going to do is, in order to reach your ceiling fan, instead of putting your seat down on the toilet and then standing on that, get yourself a step ladder so you can reach the ceiling a little more properly and a little easier instead of trying to balance on this. Also, you want to try to avoid actually breaking this thing and putting your foot through it, because the last thing you want is to be dipping your foot in the water, especially if you have little kids that can't remember to flush the toilet on a regular basis. Once you've got yourself up to the ceiling, you'll come to this little cover. These covers can just gently pull down. Don't pull too hard because you don't want to break the little plastic pieces on the back side of it. But if you pull gently, it's like a little spring-loaded clip that's up in behind here. You can actually pop it off, these little rings, from these plastic clips on the back side of your cover. Once you gently pop that free, you now have your cover loose. Now would be a good time to clean the back side and the front side of this cover while you have it off before putting it back on at the end of this process. Here's a closer look at the clip that's holding that cover on. So you see what I did was I pulled it down. Now it sticks out past the ceiling a few inches. When you're putting it back on later, I'll show you this closer to the end of the video, but you can actually pinch these pieces and slide them back up. And what you're trying to avoid is that snap action that I was just doing when you put the cover on later, because it could just snap up there and pull away from your cover and be hard to attach. So I'll show you how to gently do that without it releasing too quickly on you and detaching from your cover later on. One of the first things we're going to do is get our new kit piece. I just gently put the fan on. It's on this little metal spindle back here. We're going to test to make sure that this ceiling fan works when we plug this one in. Since this one doesn't work, we're going to plug this in just to test it out before we replace everything. So in order to do that, we simply unplug it. We're going to plug this one in and see if the fan starts spinning. So now that we know that it spins and that this new component works, we're going to begin our replacement. These kits can be purchased on Amazon for about 25 bucks. This piece here just pops off and goes back on when you need to later. We'll get into that in a moment, but first we're going to get this old motor off and put this new one on. I recommend from this stage on, you shut the power off to this thing at your breaker panel. Just don't want to accidentally be touching anything that could be up behind this thing. You want to be on the safer side. Once you have that, there's this little screw here. You'll undo this screw and you're going to kind of shimmy the plug here slightly out of the way so that this metal cutout allows it to pivot downwards and pull out. It pivots on these two little spots here. The metal frame of the ceiling fan goes into the somewhat of a junction box in the ceiling. So when you're doing that, you want to make sure you have a grip on this after unscrewing it while you shimmy it loose to pivot it down and pull it out without dropping it from the ceiling. In my case, I'm just going to use a screwdriver and not a power tool, because I find power tools, when it comes to thin metals like this, you can easily strip and wreck whatever it is that these screws go into. I'm just going to hold slowly undo that screw. Kind of dropped it here. There we go. And as I said, we can pivot this down away from this little outlet cutout and then pop it out free from the ceiling. You can see it's full of junk. We're going to clean this up while we're at it too. Oh, I'll have to put that back in. That was just one of these brackets for the one of these clips for the cover, but they can easily slide back in. All right, so now that we have this thing down from the ceiling, we can kind of take it apart and then we can clean up the metal part around it. But first we're going to take the old motor and fan off, much like what I showed you earlier. On the new parts, this fan just pops loose. So we're going to do that with this one here. You get yourself a firm grip on it. Pull it loose. If you want to, you can clean up the old fan and keep it in case something happens to that fan for a replacement part, if it's sort of like the same attachment. But now that we've got it pulled apart, there's these two little nuts here. It goes all the way through the other side to these bolts. You're going to take like a wrench if you have the right size, or just an adjustable. Twist those loose. Once you've got that nut loose, you can unthread it from the bolt. Lift the metal piece away from the motor. And put the old nuts back on if you don't want to lose the parts. You might even want to keep these nuts, again, in the event that something's wrong with the nuts or the threading on one of these bolts here, because this comes with the same stuff, the same hardware. Put that aside. Now that you've got all your pieces free from the motors, you can now clean your metal piece, the cover, and the old fan if you need some extra parts. So now that we have our metal piece cleaned, we can start the reassembly. What I noticed with this one is that the bolts on this new part went down through the fan and the nuts connected to the bottom side, which would be the bottom of this plate now. Unlike the old part, you can see the bolts went up from the bottom and the nuts bolted it down from the top. So in this case, I had to actually like unthread the bolts so that when we put it back onto the fan, I can bolt it back down through and connect the nuts on the bottom. But if you have to do that with yours, just be careful with these pieces, because now that there's nothing holding it together, you can see the whole spindle part can come away. You want to make sure these things are all lined up and stuck together still, so that it's not off when you put it back together. To place it back onto this plate, if you got all disoriented as to which way it goes, on the inside there's a little indent that bumps out. That gives room for this motor piece here. So you just simply line it up to where that bump out is. We're going to put our bolts in. Thread them back on. Just hand tight for now so that you can flip it over. Now the washers that it came with. Now put a washer on each end of those bolts. See there? Then put the nuts on. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that everything's bolted down and tightened down to the plate. In my case, you may have to get a second one because I'm going to need a little extra help holding it on both ends to tighten this thing back onto the plate. Once you have your motor bolted back onto the plate, you can now take your new fan blade, orient it to fit. I don't know if you can see it clear enough on this video here, but there's a little notch taken out in the cylindrical part of the spindle. It matches the shape of the new fan. Line those shapes up together, and you just press fit it together. Now your ceiling fan or your bathroom fan is ready to be put back up into place. Alright guys, this is the part of the video where I realized I made a mistake for the rest of my video. I actually didn't realize it until I put the ceiling cover on after fully installing this. But I actually left this fan blade on upside down during the rest of this recording for this video. So what I'm going to show you right now is that this blade actually comes off and I have to flip it over and put it on properly. That's the right way it should be. So just keep that in mind when you see in the rest of the video that this is flipped upside down. That's incorrect. Simple mistake, but these little things can happen. Make sure you have it this way when you put it into your ceiling. So we're going to put this back up there in the reverse process now that we have all our stuff attached back to the plate. As I was saying before about using power tools on these little thin metal pieces, this is exactly the piece here I'm talking about where that screw goes in to hold it up. You don't want to use a power tool and thread that right in and strip it, and then you can't get your bathroom ceiling fan to attach back up there. So we're just going to use the manual screwdriver like I did earlier. Just gently put it up there and tighten it into place without overdoing it. Alright, I noticed that the inside of this was a little dirty on that previous video clip I did where I showed you guys that little screw hole. So if you can, while it's open, grab some cloths and wipe it down, get a lot of that dust out of there. Keep it as clean as possible. And then we're going to just start. We're going to put these tabs here back into the slot here on this end. And on this side, it actually just rests on a little lip here. There's no actual slot there. So you put it in place, getting that tab just slightly above. Line it up around that plug that you had earlier. And then we'll get our screw and pop the screw in there. All right, like we said, it's being held in position. I'm going to try and put this little screw in this little hole. And the screwdriver, guide it up there. Slowly twist it in. Now that our fan is situated in place and attached with this screw, we can now go turn on our electricity again, which I already have. I'm going to take our plug, I'm going to plug it in, I'm going to flick on our bathroom switch, see if the fan works. Once you've determined that you're happy with that, you can shut your fan down, and now we can attach our ceiling fan cover. Alright, so as I was saying earlier, when you put these back in, there's these little clips here that the wire has to pinch in between. In order to do that, you can connect one side. In order to stop that, you'll see I'll just give it a practice run so you can kind of hear it. When you snap it up, it can actually snap back off from the spring-loaded part of your metal here. So you pull it back out, and what we want to do, instead of just trying to push it, we're going to keep our finger in behind it like this and slowly push up so as to not let that happen. Grab the other one and guide it gently on the opposite side, and then just gently press it back up into place. One side. You can see it actually holds on its own. You can get your fingers in, just gently squeeze. Kind of tricky, but you will eventually succeed. we go. It's gentle and it's holding up into place. That concludes today's episode on how to replace your bathroom ceiling fan. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I hope it was helpful to you. If you enjoy seeing more content like this, please like, subscribe, and always remember, there's nothing to it.